Um, I'm just gonna stretch and vent because I have like a lot in my mind. And I'm also thirsty. And I'm also fucking sick. Ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Anyways, I'm looking thirsty, but I don't have any water. Put you in the past because I'm traumatized. So I'm sick right now, but I'm grateful for my friends because my friend Sylvia brought me some tea yesterday. She brought me this little elderberry immune support. Maddie's been super supportive and just giving me some kind words of encouragement because I'm going through like a lot emotionally right now. I have like a lot of emotional stress right now, so yeah. This is also just like an old bottle, a kombucha bottle, but I really like it because it's like cute and a cute little water bottle when I don't feel like holding like a big one. It says follow your gut, which is actually kind of what I'm going to talk about today because like I said, I have a lot of emotional stress today. And I just thought it would be good to come on here and like vent about it because I'm sure a lot of people go through this, definitely, for sure. You can kind of see like my trail of hair. I feel exposed. I need to turn my heater down. But yeah, so basically, yeah. I thought I'd just come on here and vent for a little bit. My freaking roots are starting to come back and it's actually kind of making me sad because I don't want to have to go through bleaching it again. It's a whole fucking process. But I'm grateful that when I do bleach it, I just have to do my roots. I don't have to worry about like everything. And I'm thinking of like shaving my eyebrows because they're coming back again like fast. I wasn't expecting all that. Like, and I got blood on my freaking, I gotta clean myself up. Like I just woke up a few minutes ago. Well, like 20 minutes. I've been laying in bed waiting for my neighbor to get out of the bathroom so I can go take a shit. But he's out now, so anyways. I don't want to begin this. Basically, I've been going through like a lot, like I said, emotionally lately, and something that's just come up for me lately is just I've been struggling with figuring out. I think that when I'm under a lot of emotional stress, I struggle to like know what to do and like know what actions to take. And oftentimes when I'm under emotional stress, I'm like faced with like, you know, the need to like make a decision or like figure something out or make a next step, if that makes any sense. I feel like when I'm under a lot of emotional stress, it's usually because like it's usually because I'm being faced with like a decision. Like I have to make a decision and I'm under a lot of emotional stress because I don't want to make a decision, or either I don't know what decision to make, or maybe I'm just going through a lot. Because I feel like whenever I'm going through like an emotional situation, my first impulse is to like try to solve it or like try to problem solve it. That's the fucking Aries and the light worker in me. I just feel like, or the shadow worker in me, I feel like I need to like solve the problem ASAP, like as soon as I fucking can. And I feel like I oftentimes I was actually having a conversation about this with Maddie the other day, where like whenever we're healing or whenever we're growing, or just in my own personal experience, whenever I was going through like my first like extremely emotional experience, like it was so hard. I was going through like my first heartbreak. It was so difficult and it was so fucking painful. And what I did was I tried to like fucking like, I guess I did so much work on myself and I changed myself and I, you know, evolved from this connection. And I think, you know, I just did so much shadow work on myself because I wanted to grow from that connection so that way I could, you know, stop it from happening. But also under the surface, the biggest reason why I was also doing that was just because I think that, you know, well, I know that I was trying to improve myself so that way I could like improve for this connection. And then I was hoping that the other person would also do the same, but they didn't, and they never really met me halfway. And so that always just kind of reflected poorly on me and made me feel like, damn, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to fix about myself? What do I need to solve within myself to make this person like inspired to grow and to want to grow for this connection? In reality, like, it was never my fucking problem. Like, their growth is not my fucking problem. And their inability to grow and heal and to leave those toxic cycles that they're in that I was reflecting on and trying to change is not fucking my problem. Like, fuck that. Hell no. Hell to the no, no, no. Hell no. No. Bitch, no. Anyways. Yeah, but I think that, like, I tried to burrow through the pain. Whenever an emotion would come up, I'd always, like, overanalyze it and be like, why am I feeling this way? I was very self-reflective because, like, I literally was going to go into college for psychology because I'm super, like, introspective. I'm very reflective. I'm low-key like a therapist. Like, I have the qualities of a therapist. I could be a therapist if I wanted to, but I'm just not passionate about that. But of course, I'm passionate about being a therapist for YouTube, for, like, the 2 subscribers that I have. Like, mainly these videos are, like, for myself. My rug is being a little bitch right now. I'm sorry, rug, that was not nice. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Stop. Hold up, I gotta fix that now because I'm OCD. That's me. Anywho, it was just, yeah, so I'm gonna hold on to this selenite wand. It's kind of helping me. But yeah, I just feel like yeah, I just tried so hard to, like, heal as fast as I could, to change and evolve as fast as I could, because I think that that was just my way of coping with the really heavy emotions and the heavy pain that was coming up. I thought it was so uncomfortable to sit with it and so unbearable to sit with it that I just tried to, like, I tried to reflect on it to try to just kind of make it go away. Because what would happen is if a heavy emotion came up and I was like, whoa, I don't want to feel this, I'd just be like, okay, I'm gonna reflect on it, get to the bottom of it, and see why the fuck this is coming up. And what that did is that, you know, it kind of made me look at it from, like, a different perspective, kind of like an analytical, I feel like that's not a word, or I'm not using that word right, but I looked at it from, like, an analytical perspective, and that kind of helped me to detach from the emotion. But, like, it helped me to emotionally detach, but what that was doing is it was kind of causing me to avoid my emotions. Like, it was like a subconscious way of me avoiding my emotions. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that going through, like, an emotional experience right now, I'm low-key tempted to, like, you know, get back into that same cycle of, like, over reflecting, and then, like, over analyzing and problem solving, like, why am I feeling this, you know? And I think that the most important thing for me to do right now, if anyone's going through, like, an extremely emotional experience, like, I know a lot of my friends and just people that I know in general are going through, like, a lot of emotional experiences of letting go of people, and it's just like a lot of the people in my life right now are going through that right now, and I think that I'm also going through that now, of just having to, like, let go of people that, like, maybe don't serve me. And so I think that the biggest emotional experience is I'm really not wanting to let go of this person because, like, they mean a lot to me, but also I'm not entirely sure that I resonate with them anymore. And I think that doesn't mean that our connection was bad or anything. It's just, it's over, because it's just like I've learned from this. I've learned what I needed to learn from this connection. And so keeping them in my life is just kind of bringing up redundant pain. And it's just very emotionally stressful because I feel like I'm low-key staying in this connection because I have a perception of like what I want from this connection, but it's genuinely not. I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is staying in this connection is probably just familiar for me. It's part of a habit. It's part of a cycle. It's comfortable. It's just what I'm used to. But like genuinely, it's just bringing up like old pain. And so it's like bringing up old jealousy, old emotions, old anger, and you know, freaking just all this old crap. I feel like I low-key just flashed my boob, but oh well. It's bringing up all this old crap and stuff, and I'm like, at this point, I'm not sure whether or not I even want to stay in this connection and work through these feelings or just let it go. But the thing for me is that low-key a habit in this connection that I have is I'll usually like, whenever these feelings come up, I'll be like, hey, what's up, homie? And then I'll have like a whole fucking, I just over reflect on it. I'm not gonna say too much because I feel like I'm low-key, yeah, and so like right now I'm faced between the decision. Well, the girl that just walked out of the dorms has a big butt, and that totally just distracted me. I'm sorry. I'm a butt person, so like. Don't mind if I do take a little sneak peek. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, a part of me is so tempted to go back into those old cycles of like being like, oh my god, I'm in so much pain because this connection's not working out the way I want it to. But then I'm like, I don't even want that anymore. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, so like basically what I'm trying to say is when I get into those like when those extremely heavy emotions come up, and painful experiences come up, or the memories that maybe cause an emotional experience. What happens is and it's just somebody that went like that looks like somebody that went to my high school, but no. But anyways, I don't know if I'm making sense right now. Oh yeah, so basically I guess think of it this way, and like in the past with in this connection, I've always wanted something out of it, like an objective, and it made me super pain, and it gave me a lot of pain to think that wasn't gonna happen. And so then like a lot of this pain would come up, and I'd be so sad that I'd cut this person off, and then all this other crap would happen, which was healthy to, you know, cut people off that are not giving you what you need. But what's coming up now is that like, you know, there's all these emotions are still coming up, this pain and this sadness and this jealousy, because a part of me is like, I guess it's just a habit of me wanting something that I'm not getting. So like the pain of not getting something that I want is coming up. Then I get in my mind and I get all in my fucking bag. Like I'm all in my bag right now. The fucking terms for like saying you're emotional, I think it's I'm in my sleeve. I feel like that's not real. I feel like I did Jedi just made that up. I'm in my bag. Anyways, I get all sad and depressed, and like those old emotions come up, and I'm part of me is like so depressed, and I'm like, oh no. Like I'm not trying to undervalidate me and those experiences because like the pain is real, but also I realize that the pain is like kind of expired. It's expired. It's old pain that like honestly doesn't even like resonate with me anymore, because like when I get into those emotions, I'm so blindsided by the fact that like I'm blindsided by these emotions that are telling me like, you want this and you don't have it, so be sad. So then I'm sad and I'm an emotional wreck, and then I'm like avoidant. But then what I realize is that when that emotion actually passes, and when I just genuinely feel it and kind of like, oh, there's something in my mouth. When I feel it and I observe it and I just allow myself to like kind of just let it pass, I'm like, I don't even want that anymore. Like sure, like the thought of it is still nice, but like I don't really want that anymore. And so like what's the point in like completely going through that again? I don't really know what the objective of this video is, but I guess I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that maybe when an emotional experience comes up just because it's comfortable and familiar doesn't mean that you should, like, you know, act on it. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know. I think that if there's anything that I'm learning right now is that, yeah, clearly I don't really know what to do in this situation, but I don't know. I think that when an emotional experience for me comes up, and when I'm feeling a lot of emotional pain, or I'm feeling super sad, or just about a situation or a person or in general, I think it's important to, like, feel it. And, like, when I'm in that, like, fragile state, and when I'm feeling, like, emotional or I'm in pain, I think it's important to, like, not make decisions when I'm in that state, you know? And to just, like, let myself come back. I feel like I'm keep burping right now, and, like, it's, like, in my esophagus right now. I'm not super well versed in anatomy, so that I might sound like a kind of an idiot right now, but but yeah, I think that when I'm emotional, something that I'm learning, if anything, is that, yeah, it's important. I feel like I'm being very repetitive, but yeah, it's important to, like, not act on those emotions, and, like, definitely let yourself feel them, but, like, don't make a decision when you're in that state. Like, let yourself come back, you know, because yesterday I was going through it, like, I was so sad about multiple things in my life. But then, like, now I wake up and I'm like, it's literally not that big of a fucking deal. And so, like, I guess, like, the habit that I'm overcoming is that in the past, I used to, like, whenever I was emotional, I used to kind of act on that emotion, and I used to act on, like, I used to, like, make decisions from that state, which it's not always, like, a bad thing to do. Sometimes you just, like, you have the courage to do that when you're emotional. It gives you, like, kind of a motivation to, like, say what you have to say or whatever. But I think that for me, it's important that when I am in an emotional state like that, to just kind of let it pass and to let myself feel it, but to not get attached to it, if that makes any sense. I feel like it does, but I feel like, I don't know. Yeah. Anywho. I have fucking Memories by Connie Crease stuck in my head. Stuck in my noggin right now. I'm also sick today, so I'm, like, trying to figure out what movies I just want to binge watch today. I low-key think I want to watch that one. It's like a fucking, I'll have to look up what it's called. But it's like a movie, it's a show about, like, makeup artists in the UK. It's, like, really fucking good. Or maybe Paint Wars? No. I'm gonna try to look it up. It low-key might stop recording.